Hi guys, if you can see and hear me, please let me know. I'm just trying to make sure I am where I'm supposed to be. Oh, I think I might be on Facebook. Let's see. Yep, I'm on Facebook, so hopefully I made it on YouTube this week. But unfortunately, I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is on YouTube. I see it on YouTube. So if you are on YouTube or Facebook, could you please comment and let me know that you can hear and see me okay? I just want to make sure before I start that everybody can see me and hear me. And of course, when I start, I have to have a scratch in my throat, right? Let me get the chats where I can see them. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Janet. Okay, Kathy and Janet both are on YouTube. If I could get somebody from Facebook to let me know. I think it's okay because I saw it there, but I just like to make sure that I have my microphones and everything on. But if you're new, my name's Bobby. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the U.S. And I usually go live on Wednesdays at noon, but I had to change it this week. And then I had to change it again because I forgot yesterday I had a doctor's appointment. I've had something to do every day this week before work. It has been a very busy week for me trying to get everything done and doctor's appointments. And then I even have some next week that I have to go to. So not looking at, I don't like those kind of stressful days where I have so much going on. Okay, let's go ahead. So next week I am good for Wednesday. The reason I had to reschedule it was because we had to register if you wanted to go to on stage in Raleigh. And they were saying, hey, Cindy, well, thank you and welcome. She said this is her first time watching. But we had to register for on stage, and it was at noon. And sometimes it takes a long time because you have all those demonstrators on there and the website freezes up and things like that. So I would have had to have started it late. And then you guys know I go to work as soon as I get done. So I wouldn't have, it was just would have been a mess. And then when I rescheduled it for Thursday, I forgot about my doctor's appointment. Okay, guys, let's hop right in. And I will tell you, I offer a monthly card club subscription, and that is the cards right there that we're going to make in November. And I will flip over and tell you all about how this club works in case you're interested. It is $43 a month, and that includes your shipping and handling. We make 8 cards. You're going to make 2 each of the 4 different designs. And I provide all the envelopes for you and the cardstock. And then every month you also receive $20 of Stampin' Up! Products in your class packet. Hey, Bonnie, thank you for sharing. And thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that so much. But you always will receive about $20 in Stampin' Up! Products that you use to put the make and takes together, the cards. And then you'll always have quite a bit left over. And then let's see, what else do I have to say about that? After being a member for 6 months, you earn a free $25 product bonus. And the first month, you also receive a special gift from me just as a little thank you for joining my card club. And then you have to join by the 20th if you want to get that month's projects. If you join after the 20th, you will get the projects that I design for the following month. And you only have to subscribe one time. You don't have to keep subscribing every month. It is a subscription-based program, and you can cancel it whenever you want to. Okay, let's see what else we have going on here. Another thing that I like to offer my customers is what I call Bobby Bucks. And this is a reward program for shopping with me. You can download this on my blog. It's bobbystamps.com. And then how it works, all the rules are on the side, the instructions and things. You fill out the top half every time you place an order. And then once you have the top half filled out, you earn $40 in Stampin' Up! Products. You tell me what you want, and then I have them place the order and have it mailed directly to you. The only caveat to this is you can't combine this with any other like offer that I'm doing. So like for today, if you place an order today to get the free make and takes, you can't add that order on there because you're already receiving the make and takes for today. So that would be kind of like double dipping. You'd get the make and takes for today, and then plus earn the credit for that. So that's the only thing you just have to be careful about with that. And then I also do a weekly newsletter. I send these out every Sunday, and it's a free tutorial. I'm a part of a global design group, and we all pull together, and every month it ranges from probably 12 to 20 people that do this. And so every week I send one of those PDFs out. And when you sign up, when you first register, you will also get a download of a free PDF. And then this is the information you need for today's make and take packets. If you want me to send you a class packet so you can make these cards, you spend $35, and the orders have to be placed by midnight, and you do have to use the host code, and that will earn you all the make and takes plus the PDFs. If you spend $50 before tax and shipping and handling, you earn the 6 make and takes, the PDFs, and I'll email you that Sweethearts Global Tutorial bundle and an embellishment. $100, you get all of that, plus a special gift from me. And I mail out the packets the following, sorry about that, I moved my mouse and it shrunk that. And I will mail out the packets on the 11th, on Mondays, when I usually mail those out. Now, if you place an order larger than 150 or more, don't use the host code. You'll get the rewards. And here is the host code. And 9 times out of 10, if you're on any of my platforms, I am going to, hey Bonnie, I am going to have that linked. So if you click on the link, it will automatically be added to your order for you. So that is the host code. I don't know if you guys are seeing a second one of me down there, but I don't know why that was there. And then we will hop in and get ready to make the cards. Now I had to move the camera so you can see me when I'm over here, but I did want to say at the beginning, I have the stuff behind me. My craft room is a mess because I am getting the retreat in the boxes ready to be mailed out. They go out in the mail next week on the 15th, and I had some of the pillow gifts behind me, so I had to kind of like stash them so people couldn't zoom in and see. I want to show you really quick an up-close look of the cards that we're going to make in my card club this month. So this is one of the cards, and I send you the card stock to make all the cards. And then, like I said, you'll get DSP, embellishments, things like that you use to make the cards. So those are my card club projects for November. And then we'll get started on our cards. You guys, I feel like I designed these so long ago because I didn't get to do my Wednesday class. It seems so weird, too, going live today. Let me just say, it just has thrown me all off all week. So I used the Season of Green and Gold 12 by 12 designer series paper. This is my first card. And I realized none of these cards did I use the dies to cut out any of the trees. So, and I am a huge fan of the die cuts. So I'm not quite sure why I didn't do that, but I guess the way that I designed them, I didn't want to. So I'm going to use Garden Green ink. I'm going to use the cream ribbon. My little image, and then I'm using the transparent adhesive backed dots, and then this is my little card packet. I'll tell you all the measurements. So the base is Mossy Meadow, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, and I just scored it at 4 1/4. My DSP is 4 by 5 1/4, and my old olive piece is 3 by 4. My very vanilla piece is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then I die cut this out because, let me show you guys. Whoops. Hold on a minute. I dropped something. The Peaceful Evergreens is the bundle I'm using. And it comes with the coordinating dies. If you order the bundle, there's 13 dies in here and 8 images. But as you can see, there's no sentiments that comes with the stamp set, but these dies are amazing. I love them. I did upload on Monday a video on my YouTube channel, and so that's another card idea for you. And then you can also purchase, this is a suite. It has paper. It's actually the paper I used for my monthly card club, so it's this DSP is what comes with the suite. And then you can get the Peaceful Season, and of course it has all of the sentiments for you, and then it has these amazing dies. And I really wanted to use the Christmas one because you can cut out the Christmas and then like the cloud, you know, the shadowing around it, and I haven't used that one yet, so I need to do that. So that is my bundle that I'm using today. Let's go ahead and jump in and get started. And we'll just do that. And then I'm going to just wait because we have to wrap that ribbon around there. So let's just go ahead and do some stamping. I am gonna grab, oops, tried to do that without bringing that out, but that was impossible. So let me grab my image. Not really sure why I used garden green ink, because my papers aren't garden green, but so I'm gonna stamp kind of one in the middle. Let me kind of get it a little bit straighter. And then I'm not gonna re-ink, I'm just gonna kind of either scoot it down or scoot it up to stamp another one. And then I'm gonna ink it up again and stamp this one off to the side. And then, whoops, I kind of went up with that one. Well, that kind of messed up when it stuck to the block, but it's okay. We'll leave it like that. Let me put this over here. I like to clean my stamps. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment. I'm going to grab this because this is photopolymer. And it says, joy and love to you. Well, I guess I had it right the first time. And I'm just going to stamp that right in the center. You guys that signed up for my retreat, I am telling you, you are going to love it. I just cannot wait to hear from everybody on the pillow gifts, the projects, just everything, because I just think it's amazing. I just love everything. It's like, I want to sign up for my retreat because I didn't get any of it for me, because sometimes I'll have like 1 or 2 things left over, but this time I did not. And so I have to go back because there's one thing that I wanted really badly that we crafters need and use that is going to be a pillow gift. And I really, really wanted that bad. So I do have to go back and order one for myself. They are cute, let me tell you. And everything just kind of coordinates with our theme. So I'm going to kind of put this up a little bit higher because we want that ribbon around the bottom. And I'm going to flip this over and put just a little bit of adhesive on each side at the bottom. I can't tell if that's coming out. That paper's so shiny. I don't know why I had to get that frog in my throat right when I started. Okay, let's just flip this one off. Make sure I have enough to stick around. Whoops. See, I don't know if I even have adhesive on there. I can't see it. That side I don't think got. Well, it might be up too high. Oh, and let's adjust this. That one. There we go. Well, now I pulled that side. Hopefully that's straight. It's straight enough. And then I don't think, nope, I didn't put dimensionals. I'm going to use the Seal Plus, I think, just because that's a little bit glittery. And then we'll put this right in the center like that. And then I'm just going to slip this through here. That is a little bit crooked, but I'm not going to worry about it. I don't have time today to worry about it. We're on a time crunch. Just pull that through there. And then I'm just going to cut that end and hopefully get that one about the same size. Let's see what we think. I think it's okay. Maybe this one needs to be just a smidge shorter. Okay, you guys, I didn't pull the comments up, so let me do that really quick to see. Bonnie, I think you're going to love it. I really, really hope that you do. I was hoping that I was going to get it out in the mail sooner than the 15th, but I just couldn't with my doctor's appointments. So I'm only going to put dimensionals on this end because this is popped up. Is that what I did? Yeah. But there is something that I'm hand making everybody to. So that is taking a little bit of time. And I'm going to make myself one of those when I do make them, just so you know. And if you are interested to see what I've been doing the last couple of retreats, well, the last one, I think, I've been putting them on my blog so people can see like what they can expect if they sign up for the retreat, what all I included in. Oh, don't stick there. Now I lost it. Where did it go? I don't see it. It was sticking and I was trying to, oh, here it is. But I've been doing that just so people can kind of see like what my retreats are about. And you can see the pillow gifts and things like that. Okay, guys, card 1 is done. So cute. Now let's bring in card 2. Now, I don't know what happened to this DSP, you guys. I'm using Mossy Meadow ink. But this DSP, hey, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. You're so sweet. She's always so full of compliments. I don't know, you guys. I thought this paper was in the annual catalog, but when I went to put it on my supply list on the PDFs, I could not find it anywhere. It's the Traditions of St. Nick 12 by 12 designer paper, so I'm kind of leaning towards maybe it was an online exclusive and they got rid of it, but I loved that DSP. So I'm just going to continue using it because it is what I had, and I do have enough to send if you make... Aw, that's sweet, Bonnie. Well, I think you're going to like it. The Countryside Corners is what I used to get my little piece right there. I've never done a card like this, and I've always liked them where you stamp and then you pop that up on a different element. So I was like, I'm going to try that. And so the gold textured adhesive dots is my embellishment. Get those out of the way, and then I'll tell you our measurements again. So if anybody knows if that paper is an online exclusive, let me know. Christmas is gonna come early, Bonnie, because I send those out in priority mailboxes, and I'm gonna mail them out on the 15th, which I believe is Thursday. So you will probably get it maybe Saturday, but for sure on Monday. And if I can get them out and done over the weekend, I will definitely put them in the mail as soon as I can. So my card base is Wild Wheat. I told you guys it found a place in my room. And it is 5.5 by 8.5. We've got Mossy Meadow that is 4 by 5 1/4 that we're going to layer on there. And then my DSP is 5 by 1 3/4. And this piece of vanilla is 5 by 2. I didn't want that big of a gap in the middle. And then, like I said, I used the Countryside Corners. And then this is from the dies from the, what's the name of the Peaceful Seasons stamp set that I just showed you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll move this over here. And I'm just going to grab my mat. And I want to put this down because I don't want to make a mess. And so I'm going to grab my little image here. I'm just going to move that kind of up there. So I'm just going to use the little image that has all the trees on it. And and I didn't stamp off. Ooh, I don't like that that's sideways like that, but I'll have to deal with it. So I just kind of stamped. Boy, that is light. But I kind of like it because it looks like snow or something, I think, on there. Let's try this again. I think I just re-inked this one. I know one of my greens I did just re-ink, so I'm not sure if it's this one, but I might have to re-ink that. And then let's grab the sentiment. I'm going to really make sure I have that inked up since my ink's not that strong. And this says, hoping the season is bright and beautiful. Okay. These cards are not taking long at all today, you guys. So let's go ahead now and we can kind of start adhering everything. I'm going to put the DSP at the top. Just going to kind of move up on the comments so I can see if anybody else has commented. And I'm just going to eyeball it, trying to leave that same width around the top and the bottom, and then we'll just line this piece up. Just going to scooch it down a bit, making sure I get the sides as best as I can. We're going to use the cream ribbon again. And I'm going to put Seal Plus on there so I have a really good hold for it this time. And let's wrap it around. Make sure I have enough to go around both sides. I like to cover up that little middle piece so you can't see it. And we'll just fold that back. And then again, I'm just going to cut a little piece off and make myself a little knot. Oh, you guys, I downloaded and I forgot to add it to my slides. But if you are local to me, or near, I have my local card class next Saturday. It's at 2 to 4. And if you're interested, you do have to register, so that way I know how many class packets that I need to have prepared. And if you can't find the information, I emailed it out, so if you're on my email list, you would have gotten the invitation. Boop, look at that. But if you need information or help or anything like that, just reach out to me, let me know. And I can give you more information. Now this piece I'm going to pop up with dimensionals. Probably 3 is enough. And then we'll do the sentiment as well. So we're just going to put this right here. Right there in the middle, just like that. We have some new online exclusives that was released this week, I believe, towards the beginning of the week. Okay, that's what I kind of wondered. I could have swore it was in the annual catalog. Thanks, Kathy, for letting me know that. Because I used it. You guys know I used it not very long ago in one of my weekly classes. And so it was there, and then when I went back, I was like, wait a minute. I always forget to check those online exclusive. I always try to check my bundles before I start designing for my classes. But that one got me. So we're just going to put a few of these. You can put as many as you want. I think I put 5. But you can put as many as you want. I like a little bit of bling on my cards. So sometimes I go a little bit nuts. So we got 1, 2, 3. You can leave it at 3. But I've always been told do it in odd numbers. So we'll do another one. We'll just put 1 right there. Okay, guys, that is card 2 for you. Move this over here and move this out of the way. Card 3 might take a little bit longer, but it's still not going to be a very long card. So this is the card. We're going to do a little bit of ink blending. This is my packet. The glitter paper is the Berry Burst Old Olive and White 12x12 Glimmer Specialty Paper. And then my DSP is the Winter Meadow 12x12 Designer Series paper. I love both of these papers. And then I used the embossing folder. This comes in the suite. If you get the suite, this is the Painted Trees 3D embossing folder. So I already embossed my piece, so that way we can kind of not have to wait so long. I'm using the sheer ribbon. We're using the iridescent faceted gems. I've got my white embossing powder, my Versamark, and my little embellishment, or not embellishment, I forget what it's called, you guys. Somebody help me out. I love it, whatever it is. Okay. I'm just trying to keep the brushes so I don't get them mixed up, you guys, because that could be not good. So I'm going to use Highland Heather, Boho Blue, and Misty Moonlight is my ink of choice for this card. Our base is Thick Whisper White, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm really surprised, you guys, that this week I didn't make a card that opens the other way, because you guys know that is my favorite, the 4 1/4 by 11. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have Thick Whisper White, 5.5 by 8.5. Misty Moonlight is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. This piece of white that I've already embossed is 3 by 4. My DSP strip is 2 by 5.5, and my glitter strip is about a 1/2 inch by 5.5. And then I just have a tiny bit of the glitter, and then I don't even know the measurement of this. I just eyeballed it and cut it for the sentiment. So that is that. And I do want to show you really quick. If you don't want to get all the trees, because I didn't have enough for, you know, the size of card wasn't big enough, all I did was just kind of looked at it visually this way. And we have this line, so you can line your paper up. That kind of helps you keep it straight. And then I just kind of close it like that, and then just run it through like that. That's how I did that. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll move all of this out of our way. And this can kind of be tricky, you guys, doing the ink blending. Let me grabbed a full piece over here so I can kind of rub off on that. But I like to do the lighter one first. And so I'm just going to ink that up on my brush, and then I'm going to take some of that off so I don't get that little smear, and then just start swirling. And we can always go back in and add more. You can't take anything off, but we can add more. So I'm just going to kind of leave that like that. The next one I'm going to do is my Highland Heather. I like to go from lightest to darkest when I do this, and do the same thing. And I think the Highland Heather just makes it look more like nighttime. That's what I liked about that. So I'm going to really try to go in there around the sky and in that background. Let me turn it around again. I'm going to try to not to have to go back in with any of the colors. So I'm just trying to get it where I think I'm going to like it. And now we got to use the darker one. Bonnie, I love the Winter Meadow DSP too. This one, when you're doing your darker color, you really want to be careful because you can really go too dark. So just always go light when you're starting. And see how that raised embossing on the trees just like it really, really, really grabs that. So we do need a little bit more dark, especially here for our nighttime sky. And even those little, like where I kind of went on there and had too much ink, I like that because when I see that, it always makes me think it's the wind. So don't be afraid if that happens. And I wanted my card really dark, so I'm just going to keep going in till I get it to the color I really want. I'm going to have ink probably all over my fingers. So I'm kind of good now with this one, with the dark one. So I'm going to call that one done. But I do want more of my purple. So I'm just going to ink that up again and just go over this again, and it'll just kind of deposit some more of that purpley sky that I like. I just think it's so pretty when I see cards done like this and you can just see that purple. Okay, I think that's good enough, you guys. I like what I see. So I'm going to stop before I mess it up and don't like what I see. Let me move this out of the way. And I'm going to leave that just in case I get some of the embossing powder all over myself. So let's go ahead and grab this. I'm going to grab my strip right there. I'm going to use my embossing buddy to get my fingerprints off of there. Let's open up the Versamark. I'm going to put it over here. I can ink it up better. And I'm just going to, okay, I just left it square. I didn't angle the ends or anything. So I'm just going to do it in the middle. And then I can just cut the ends off when I'm done. Let's move this out of the way. And this is where the tweezers come in really handy, because this is a very tiny strip of paper. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to try to do this where I don't make a mess. Put it back in the tray. And then I'm just going to flick that. I'm going to put just a little bit more on. It looks like some of it kind of came off. And that looks pretty good. I'll leave that alone. Okay, now I'm going to turn my heat tool on so it's going to get loud. And it's going to take it just a minute to heat up, but it won't. Okay, hold on a minute. My heat tool's stuck. The cord is stuck. Let's turn that on. And we'll just set that. I love the tweezers because it really saves your fingers. Yes, Bonnie, I agree. Heat embossing is one of my favorite things to do. I can still remember the very first video. I told them this a couple of weeks ago. The very first video I ever watched of heat embossing, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to try that. Almost done. We just want to make sure we get it all. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, there went my heat tool, but it'll be okay. I'm going to grab my little mini trimmer if I can find it, because I don't feel like I cut straight. So I'm just going to put that in there, line it up there, just cut those off. I mean, that I probably could cut straight, but I didn't want to take a chance. Just cut that off. And then this strip we're going to put behind there, and I'm going to do it just a little bit longer than the Misty Moonlight piece. Let's go ahead and start putting everything together now. So for this piece, we're going to put adhesive, and I'm going to use my my plus. I'm going to try to get it a little bit closer over there. And then I just like to kind of like lay it down and use like some lines like I'm using on here to help me kind of get it a little bit straight. And then I'm going to back that up just a little bit, just like that. And if you have a little piece like that hanging over, just clip it off. Okay, and then we'll put some adhesive on the back again. And I'm trying to see, I want to make sure I get in a hurry and then I forget to do the ribbon or whatnot. So I'm going to leave just a little bit over here for a border. I got that off just a little bit up there, but it's okay. I'm not going to worry about cutting that off. We'll go ahead and grab this piece and adhere it on there. I think I'm going to use my plus again just because this piece is embossed. Oh, sorry if you can hear my dogs. They're probably upstairs playing with my husband. And then we're just going to wrap this around and tie a cute bow. Now you can do it the way I was doing it earlier, and just put it forward and then tie your bow and put it on with a mini glue dot. But I'm just going to do it this way. Boy, I bet my husband's outside and they can see him because he was going to mess with the yard and fix the leaves and things like that. And our little one, oh my gosh, that dog loves to bark. He is a barker. Our other one, our Yorkie, he kind of listens when we tell him no, or, you know, he understands. But my little puppy is a Maltipoo. He does not like to listen. And he's the one barking, I can tell right now. He's the little barker. Okay, get that fixed, and then we'll just trim those ends off a little bit, make them a little bit smaller. And then we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. Just like that. I'm going to straighten that up. Well, there we go. Straighten that up a little bit. Peeling the backings off are probably the hardest thing to do. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and finish this card up. We're going to put that right in the center. And then we're going to put, I'm going to use, again, the Seal Plus, because this is going to be adhered to that the glitter paper. And so I want to make sure, I'm just going to look and see. I can't tell if I used... Yes, I did. So we'll just take this piece, and I'm just going to kind of do it like that. Cover up this end, but leave enough on that end so people can see it. Just a little sneak peek. And then put your dimensionals there, and that'll help those two stay connected too. And then flip that one. Probably going to do 4 on this. Whoops, put it up there where they can't see it. Okay, the backing came off that one. That's why it was wanting to stick there. Okay, and then we're just going to kind of scooch this right there. You can have it going up, going down, it doesn't really matter. And then we'll put some of these, and I thought these kind of just really looked like stars in the sky. Let's do one right there, and then we'll drop one down here in the middle, like that. Okay, guys, that is it for this week's projects. What do you think? Do you have a favorite? Do you like them all? So this is this week's Make and Takes. So it's what I call my free with purchase. Place an order with me before Saturday at midnight, and I will send you everything you need to make those 3 cards. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thanks, Kathy. The last one is my favorite, but all were great. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, guys, what do you think? Any questions? Does anybody have any questions for me? Let me put the host code up there again so you guys can see it. And if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to go. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I really, really appreciate it. And if you need information, if you want to come to the local card class next Saturday, we would love to have you. 2 to 4, we have a bunch of great ladies that show up well, not every month, but they try to show up every month. Okay, guys, I'll see you next Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time for my next class. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys so much. Oh, thanks, Bonnie. Yeah, everybody have a great weekend. I forgot today's Friday. Yay. Bye.